Hi, I'm Betsy Pate. I'm the NAIFA Virginia President for 2019. On February the 24th, the Virginia General Assembly adjourned their session. But on January 31st, 38 of our members attended our Day on the Hill to speak with lawmakers in Richmond. It was a lively session, and that's because on November 5th of this year, all 40 senators and all 100 delegates are up for election. They proposed 2,655 pieces of legislation this year. They were able to pass 919 of them, and they're going to carry over 206 to be reconsidered next year, and the rest were killed. One bill proposed that if you were willing to become an organ donor, you could ride a motorcycle without a helmet. That didn't pass. One that was carried over, though, that's very important to our industry is the My Virginia plan, which is basically a state-run retirement plan for all the citizens that's really in direct competition with what we do for people every day. And it doesn't offer any quality advice or attention from a personal advisor. So we're going to have to go back next year and address that one again. They did pass an elder abuse prevention law that allows representatives to postpone transaction requests if you suspect elder abuse or fraud. The important thing to note about that is that in order to receive those protections from the new law, you really have to have a formal policy in place as to what do you plan to do if you suspect elder abuse or fraud. So make sure you look into that. There were two pieces of legislation that passed this year that were of enormous importance to our industry. And we didn't wait until the Day on the Hill to address those. We actually worked very hard on them last fall, working with the Bureau of Insurance to make sure that the language that would be proposed would be agreeable. These laws were going to happen with or without us, but the fact that we had a voice in helping to shape the language of the law, we felt that, that was a great opportunity that was afforded to us because we're NAIFA. Basically, we have, right now, perpetual licenses. You don't have to renew them. The new law says you're going to have to renew them every 2 years. Well, there's going to be a fee associated with that. And within the language, they didn't define the fee. So we were able to work with the Bureau and they agreed to put in that it would be somewhere between $10 and $20. And in that way, if they want to go beyond $20, they're going to have to go back to the state legislature and have that permission granted. So that offers us a little bit of oversight and an opportunity to intervene if we need to. There are many agent licensing changes, including fingerprinting for new licensees. We made sure that the old licensees are not going to have to go through the fingerprinting process, which we feel is a big win. And there were some changes to the CE board. Representatives, who gets to sit on the board. Luckily, we still have a seat at the table. We're still able to send one of our representatives to represent our members when it comes to continuing education. And the CE reporting, starting in 2021, is going to change from a biennial to your specific birth month and year. So if you want to get more information about all these agent licensing changes and CE changes, please come to the NAIFA Virginia Success Summit in Wintergreen on May 5th and 6th. We're going to give you a lot of details about that, and in addition, there will be hours and hours of continuing education. We've got Roger Steep, who's going to give a Train Your Brain presentation. Basically, every day we're creating our lives with our mind, and it's enlightening to see how your mental focus actually dictates your ability to be productive. There are simple and effective strategies for making your brain work for you instead of against you. You really won't want to miss this. Ryan Bertrand with Transamerica's Advanced Markets is going to discuss the changing landscape of the financial services industry. They've identified trends, and Ryan's going to discuss what advisors need to focus on to remain ahead of the curve. We're also going to have Judy Carsred from NAIFA National's Federal Relations team, and she will debrief us on upcoming federal legislation that will impact our industry, giving us a preview of the concerns we will be bringing to our representatives in Washington at the Congressional Conference. Right now we have 18 members registered to attend in Washington on May 14th and 15th. And if you haven't registered yet, I really encourage you to do so. We got a few issues that are already on our radar. One is a proposed tax on employer-provided health insurance. Another is a proposed tax on Medicare supplement plans that offer first dollar coverage. And there's always Tax Reform 2.0. We don't really know if they're going to be able to get to that this year, but we do have 99 freshman legislators in Washington, and they all need educating about our incredible mission to help Americans provide financial protection and security for themselves. And having said that, I'm going to let you get back to it. I hope to see you soon.